Thank you very much, ma'am, for speaking to us. You had one of the most important departments of Bihar government, the Industries Department, which is responsible for promoting industries as well as attracting investment. Tell us why Bihar? Why should any investor look at investing in Bihar?
I'm glad you started with that question because that was the question which a lot of my investors would be having in their minds. Why Bihar? Bihar for many reasons. To begin with, I will talk about how the government's intent is to promote industries, to bring investments, and especially in the high priority sectors. And government has shown its intent by rolling out very robust policies, giving good incentives, and also giving a very robust hand-holding support to the investors. So any investors who is actually thinking of Bihar, they should think that when a government is going all out to invite them, they are providing all kinds of support. And they need not fear the law and order because that's the elephant in the room which everybody says that Bihar means. But I can assure you on the part of all the government and the part of the investors who are already here that law and order is not an issue here, and the government is giving a red carpet treatment to all the investors to come here, wooing them with very great policies, robust infrastructure, and very, very supportive bureaucracy, which is something that an investor would want.
That's so nice to hear that. So which are the sectors that the Bihar government is targeting for? Which are the priority sectors that the Bihar government is looking at attracting investments?
See, we have certain high priority sectors like leather and textile, food processing, IT and ITS, ESDM, e-vehicles. So the basic point behind having a high priority sectors is that we want to target unemployment. So for example, textile sector, huge employment opportunities. So we have put it in the high priority sector. The moment we put something on the high priority sector, it means that they'll get additional incentives, capital incentives, interest subvention. So high priority sectors means you generate employment, we give you additional incentive.
So the focus is employment generation.
Yes, it is also employment is one of the key issues with the government. They want big industries to be set up here so that people are employed here. People are not migrating to other states. And post-COVID, we saw this, that a lot of migrants came back. So that was when the government said we have to retain them. And how do we retain them? Let us get good policies. Let us get good infrastructure in place. Let us get a whole team in place which will ensure that the industries come up and the laborers are at home and they're not migrating.
Wow. That's a very impressive list, actually. So what are the incentive, fiscal and otherwise, that the Bihar government is offering? Are there any subsidies as well that the government is rolling out for investors?
Yeah. See, first is that any investor who wants to invest, we give them a stage 1 clearance. And the moment they get the stage 1 clearance, they are our responsibilities. So stage 1 clearance is only a in principle approval that we give it to them. And once that happens, then the other financial incentives come. So at the stage 1, it is in terms of getting them all the clearances that they require. They don't have to go to any offices. We have a very strong single window clearance system where they can apply. And once they apply for land, it is within a week that we give them land. And then if they want certain clearances like land or registration or pollution control board, we have a single window clearance and we have a meeting every week. So once you have these in place, so the stage 1 clearances are given. So that is totally hassle free. And then the financial incentives come. Once you have shown your intent, then the financial incentives come. And we do have financial incentives. Capital investment subsidies there, employment generation subsidy, interest subvention, tax related incentives, skill development subsidy. I'm sorry, I'm reading because there's so many of them. So power tariff subsidy, patent registration, you get 50% of the cost incurred, stamp duty registration, freight reimbursement, so that people who are coming here, what my experience has shown that people who come here, They come with a lot of apprehensions, like why Bihar. And once they have come here and they have met the team here, they've seen a single window clearance system, how it functions, the ease of doing business that we have performed. They not only come here, but they become our brand ambassadors. And through word of mouth, I get a lot of people coming. So, for example, textile sector in Muzaffarpur. Now, people started. It's a small way. Today, it has become one of the biggest textile hubs of the country. So that is how it happens. Once people come here, after putting aside the question of why Bihar, they see what the government is doing, how we are supporting them, how the incentives are cleared very quickly, and how we are budgeted every incentive in our department's budget. So there's no dearth of funds. And then they get it hassle-free. And that is why I think this is the most opportune time for industries to come here.
So basically, Bihar government is rolling out a red carpet and offering just a single place where they have to go and get all the clearances.
Yes, and also, as I said, the intent of the government is very, very strong intent this time. That this time we have to happen, and I'll tell you how it has translated into reality. This intent. So this time we are having the second edition of Bihar Business Connect. Last year it was the first edition, and in the first edition, we brought in a few policies. Then we had investors meet all over the country. We spoke to investors. We tweaked our policies in response to the feedbacks we got from the stakeholders. And then we organized the Bihar Business Connect. And in that Bihar Business Connect, the first in Bihar, we got MOU signed more than 50,000 crores. And that is, if you see that number, it looks very small, because other states would probably show you bigger numbers. But look at our strike rate, the conversion rate. It is highest in the country. Out of that 50,000 crores, we managed to convert 38,000 crores into ground work. People have actually promised, and the stage 1 clearances have been given. So our strike rate is 72%. Well, if you see other states, their strike rate would be 15% to 20%. So 50,000 but 32,000 crores actually becoming a reality. So that is a huge boost that the industry department in Bihar got, and government also felt encouraged to go all out this time for this Business Connect. And this time, the kind of response we are getting, I think it's going to be phenomenal.
I'm sure it would be. So small and medium enterprises, they are considered the backbone of an economy. They are the highest employment generation. How much is the Bihar government focused on promoting SMEs?
SMEs are, as you said, they are the lifelines for these big industries. So what we are doing, we have two approach. One is the big investors, like ethanol plant, huge units coming up, and huge investments. Cement industries, huge investments. But at the same time, we have a mushrooming of small and medium enterprises. And you'll be glad to know that apart from loans from the bank and other facilities with the help of central government, Bihar government has its own policies, programs for small and medium enterprises. We have two very, very relevant programs. One is Mukhyamantri Udyami Yojana, where we give 10 lakh rupees to people who want to set up a SME, and 5 lakhs out of that is loan, interest-free loan, and 5 lakhs is a subsidy. So basically, we are giving 10 lakhs to anybody who are interested in setting up a unit. And apart from that, we have Mukhyamantri Laghu Udyami Yojana. And in Mukhyamantri Laghu Udyami Yojana, again, there are people from certain economically backward sections. And there we give them subsidies of 2 lakhs. And what happens now is these two people, they become a source for the bigger industries. So, and I would like to tell you that in these two, we have a special place for women. So women because the government is very sensitive towards women. So in Mukhyamantri Udyami Yojana, we have a special category for women entrepreneurs, and they also get a benefit from here. So yes, so government is very, very serious about promoting SMEs also.
That's good to hear. turning to infrastructure, anyone who has traveled to Bihar over the years would have noticed the remarkable improvement in the infrastructure. What more the government is doing to promote building of roads, highways, improving power situation in state? What else are you doing?
The good part is Bihar is a blessed land. So, being a blessed land, we have enough water. Well, a lot of states are struggling with water today. We have adequate water. We have people, very enterprising people. You talk to any investor, they say they are hardworking, they are intelligent, they pick up the and you go anywhere in India, it is the people from Bihar who are doing well. So yes, we are very enterprising people. So we are blessed with these two things. Now you're talking about the infrastructure in terms of we have very good network of roads and railways. We have three airports right now, but we have more are coming up. Our road network is very, very strong. And we also have a dry port now. So in terms of infrastructure and electricity, we have no labor issues in the sense of unions or any strikes. So we have a very good labor laws here. And so everything, the hard infrastructure and the soft infrastructure, both are in place. And investors appreciate this.
And I think these are the two factors which actually make for ease of doing business. So is there anything else that the government is doing to make it easier for businesses to come and set up their shop and do business here?
Yeah, one thing that I would like to mention is a startup policy. Government is actually promoting startups. So we have a startup policy. We have incubation centers. So we are not only getting investors from outside. We are not only giving loans and subsidies for SMEs, but we want the entrepreneur skills of the local population to come up. And so for there also we have subsidies, we have grants, we have handholding supports, incubation centers with the help of IITs. So it says that it's an entire ecosystem which the government has looked. It's a 360 look at the industry. So industry is not only about investment and big infrastructure, but training. We are giving training subsidies. Our labor department has almost an investment of 2,000 crores only in creating skill centers. So training we are giving. So as I said, it's a 360-degree approach to the industrial development, and that is actually showing results now.
You mentioned about ethanol plant. I think the North India, not Bihar, but certain parts of Northern India, they face this consistent problem of parali burning and pollution. I don't think that's an issue with Bihar, but still you are promoting biofuels and ethanol plants here.
Yes. Ethanol plants, big way. We have already exhausted our targets. We have more people. We have more people waiting the pipeline, but unfortunately there's a central government which gives quotas to so that is exhausted here. But we have the Asia's biggest ethanol plant here in Bihar. So that
Where is that?
It's Jamui. So it is there. So we have the biggest ethanol plant. We have, and then, as is talked about the pollution and parali. So this is the circular economy. Then what we talk about, that whatever is there, whatever waste is there, CBGs. We are coming up with a new CBG guidelines, our own policy, so that compressed biofuels. Now Bihar will become a chosen destination once this policy comes. I think within this this year should come. And so again, there we are talking about how to convert waste into something better, something which is useful, something which is green. So yes.
That will also aid the transition as well.
Yes.
In 2016, the Bihar government came out with a very progressive investment policy for the state. What has been your experience out of it? How much have you been able to attract industries, and are there any numbers that you can share with us?
Yes. We in fact now BIPP 2016 is now coming towards an end, so we are in the process of now having a new policy. So now we'll be talking to the stakeholders, all the people. So it is a learning for us also how we can improve, how we can diversify our portfolio. Currently, our policy, the BIPP has served its purpose well. We have got huge investments in food processing unit, which has shown great promise here. We have general manufacturing, we have got good response. As I said earlier, textile and leather has got good response. But now we want to diversify our portfolio. So we are now in the process of making a new policy for which will start from next year. And I think we'll be having a huge round of discussions with all our stakeholders, industries, associations, investors, and make it more investor friendly.
So when you say next year, that is next financial year.
Next financial year.
Okay.
Yes.
We're just few weeks away from Bihar Business Connect, BBC as it's been
Yes.
popularly called. It's being held on back of a tremendously watershed event that was called in 2023, where some $60 billion of investment commitments came in. What is the theme for this year's summit, and what is that the government is trying to promote through this?
Okay. So, yes, last year was the first, as I said, and it was a watershed. So, we felt encouraged. And then there was all year round the department worked. So, now on the 19th and 20th of December, we are going to have a Bihar Business Summit where we are expecting big industries to come and promise their support to us, their investments to us. And we are hoping to sign MOUs which will be much, much bigger than what we did last year. And what government is doing something very progressive. So our chief minister, he started the program Jal Jeevan Haryali, where he shows his commitment to environment. So, and of course, for women, the government is very, very sensitive right from the beginning. So now this time our focus is also how to combine industry with environment and of course make it very women friendly. So I think this is going to be a theme for the coming years as well, because a lot of stakeholder industries, because they export to Western countries. So there these requirements are also there. It should be green, it should be renewable, no zero wastage, women, safety of women, everything. So we are also under the guidance of our chief minister, we are also moving towards that, where we bring together industry and environment. Of course, women are going to be the leaders here.
Ma'am, in the run-up to the summit, you had lots of roadshows. I remember your team going to Kanpur and few other places. What has been the feedback? How are investors excited about the summit?
Yes, we have been doing a lot of hard work. My team is traveling from across the length and breadth of the country. And we had very good investor summits in Mumbai, New Delhi, Calcutta, Ludhiana, Bangalore, Kanpur you mentioned. So we have got very good response. So what do we do during these roadshows? The name is actually a misnomer. So it's actually we have two kinds of meetings. One is an open forum where we invite the potential investors. We tell them about the policies, and then we tell them, you come to Bihar. You just come to Bihar. Don't no promise for investments, nothing. But you just come, see our facilities, and we show them pictures of our facilities. For example, our plug and plays. One of the most popular infrastructure facility that we have provided. Plug and play. The moment an investor comes here and sees our plug and play facilities, they say, "Hum kar rahe yahan pe." So it's like that. So we are offering CTPs, common effluent treatment plants. So when the investors come, and we encourage them to come without telling us, go and see without us, and then they have had very good experiences. So once they see these facilities in industrial areas, and they are so impressed that immediately they apply for the stage 1 clearance. So these road shows are very important because a lot of people have misnomers about misconceptions about Bihar. So they come here, they see the facilities, they see our infrastructure firsthand, and then it all converts into an active investment. Yes.
And will this Bihar Business Connect be an annual event? Will it be a regular feature every year?
See, we will continue our engagement with investors in one way or the other. Even immediately after Bihar Business Connect, we will have series of meetings with them. And so our connection, our meetings, our road shows with investors will go on till we achieve a point where we feel that we've done enough, which is going to take a lot of time. So yes, our connect with investors are going to go on, where either it will be through road shows or meetings or summits, or Bihar Business Connect 2025. So it's later in the day. But right now we are concentrating on BBC 24. And through you, I'll request all the investors to come here, come and explore Bihar, study our policy. And I'm telling you, this is the right time to invest in Bihar, because so much of interest, so much of buzz around in Bihar's policies and investment opportunities. So take the early bird advantage and come to Bihar.
On that note, thank you very much for sparing time. And it was really very insightful talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.